Hello, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions remaining bullish in a bull market. We're at the upper end of that range. Bull market is sitting at 15.35, which is this upper indicator here. We definitely have some extension in this overall uptrend. There's no question there. We're at the upper range of this trend currently. Saw a big spike in momentum this week and still sitting now at the at the extreme end of that upper range, starting to see breadth. Breadth actually is not improving much. In fact, it's dipped a little bit, which has been an interesting move in this rally. There's definitely a handful of stocks and sectors that are moving the market higher right now. Sentiment also still high, which means essentially no fear in the market as of yet. Buy-sell ratio, still hovering right around that flat line. We're sitting at 0.85 with a slight bearish tone, and that is the red above green at this point. So again, just all market internals are really just flat in terms of overall breadth. With this, the price trend has been moving higher, but we are seeing some weakness in breadth. Getting some confirmation with that here as well, where we're just not seeing this. Is still good. It just has been a lot higher and is moving back this other direction. So less and less stocks participating in this overall rally. And then we do have sentiment now, which is spiked to this upper range. So now we're in this upper range. We know what happens here. Markets struggle to go much higher from here as a whole, but we're seeing, we've seen times where it's spiked, at least in this last year, up in this upper range, much higher, and then even retest that area again. So interesting times because we are at all-time highs in the market right here. Lots of confirmation, lots of interest. Again, although it's only now kind of highlighted in a handful of stocks inside that S&P 500, we're seeing. Saw a little bit of a reversal bar yesterday, but we're just way high in that upper range. This is good. This is still structured like we want to see it when it was pulling back here and then it broke out. Now the breakout level, we want to see that area hold. If we do retrace at all, we want to be able to see this level hold and still be bullish. So we don't necessarily want to get aggressively bearish just because we are in this upper end of this range. Just be aware for some consolidation and possibly if we get, once selling starts, we can start to get some additional selling, and selling creates more selling. And we'll see what the market feels like going forward this week at these all-time highs. We're seeing sectors still mixed across the board right here, with 4 stocks in the buy zone and then a handful in hold and a few in sell. A couple of these sells had ticked back up into that hold range. Commodities also, we're seeing oil find some strength. We talked about this the last 3 or 4 days, where we are seeing it try to stabilize, create some support, and start to move back higher again. This 1-year time frame, if I pull that out, gives us a little bit more perspective on this current trend, and we can see this support range working around the 65 area on USO and testing now this upper 70 range. If we can close up above that, then we may be seeing this right here, the early stage of a oil move. Gold has not done much right here in the last day. I think in fact it's kind of reversing a little bit here on the 6-month time frame. A bearish bar there. We could see a retrace a little bit deeper back into that 183 range on gold, and we'll see if that markets retrace, if the gold starts to come alive again. We are seeing bonds tick back down. Also, right here, it's just hovering. Bonds are hovering right here at this $93 range. Attempting some support after 4 or 5 days. It's got to start to hold up right here. Remember, interest rates go higher as this price is dropping. Markets are going to want to see that turn here shortly. If we take a look at a few muscle stock ideas that are in the list today, SkyWest, which is interesting. It's an airline stock showing some strength. It has shown some strength here this year and could get some confirmation momentum. A lot of these stocks are going to depend on if the overall market does start to retrace, but these are interesting names that are now starting to float to the top a little bit. MDB, Internet Computer Technology stock. Not a super nice looking pattern here. Let's look at the 1-year time frame. It's a little bit better, that upper range of that momentum. And then let's look at KURA. This actually was a big gapper, I believe. And so you've got that big move, 46%. Again, not sure of the news on that. Let's look at one more, since those sometimes kind of skew information. SPNT, this is a nice looking breakout bar, 7% finance insurance stock on big volume. Let's look at the 1 year on that as well. Some good follow through, good breakout pattern on SPNT, and some interesting names to go through and consider for the day. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.